Hi everyone, I am going to go over the basic navigation of Accutomic's Cosmos. And I'm not going to go deep into detail about the actual content in this video, but I am going to go over the just basic outline and architecture of how Accutomic's Cosmos is set up. So Accutom or Mighty Networks is a pretty intuitive platform for networking and for creating content and for getting together and creating spaces. Everything about the network you can basically see and access through this one screen. And it's broken down into three kind of main areas. So on the left here, you have a side panel. On the top right corner, you'll see a few different icons for the basic kind of admin and management overall settings. And then you'll also see this welcome toolkit box once you start getting into onboarding. And then the last thing to point out is on the bottom right here, which is the need help section. And Mighty Networks is super helpful. And if you're able to quickly find very accessible, well-written information on self-help. Otherwise, you can reach out directly to team members, and they're like super responsive, and their search is really great as well. So, without further ado, I will start with going over the left side panel. The top right of the side panel is the global features. So these four things up top: members, combine feed, explore, and all events. So those are what they call um, global spaces. So that means that they basically conglomerate all of the and combine all of the content on the rest of the content sections. So somebody creates an event in one different space, another person creates an event in a different space. Within here, they'll all show up under this all events section. So that's what they call a global all events section. The explore section is a nice little useful space. It has featured content if something's labeled as featured. It has upcoming events that you might want to track when you first log in. If you still have outstanding items on a welcome checklist, it'll show up here. The combined feed is really every single thing that's ever posted or created on all of the different content collections. It will show up in this combined feed. It's a little Facebooky and a little kind of hard to get. That it's almost too much information, but that's up to you how you kind of access everything. The members section, I love this piece. I think it's super cool to kind of go through and see who's a new member, who's a host, who's maybe an ambassador, who's online now that you can maybe chat with, things like that. You can, if you have your location added on your profile that you created, you can see who is near you or what classes are near you even. So those are the four global features. The rest of the left side panel is really where all our content is. And these main section headings, these are what Mighty Networks calls a collection. So we have 7 collections right now. And really the the best way for you to start out is kind of checking out this welcome party section. And if you're really kind of lost, this get started area is where we're creating a lot of these tutorials under get started videos. We have a meet the founders and an FAQ section that we are building out as well. That is the welcome party section. The group chat and the meetup section. This is kind of this super social area of the Mighty Network. We have our group chat feed, which pretty much is again like kind of our all combined feed. If you just want to if you're just a regular community member and you're like, hey, how do I do this? And what fork would I use on this? Like, this is very kind of that Facebooky kind of group chat feel of an area where that's not super specific and more general for conversation topics. These are shells for meetings that were already set up. Everyone's able and encouraged to create or set up meetings on their own for teachers or practitioners alike. So that is the second collection. The Start Accutonics, this is really like our onboarding section for new students, new practitioners, new people coming into the space that aren't teachers. The Accutonics orientation is really useful. So a lot of you will be going through this section, which we're going to constantly be updated with videos and resources. We have a specific resources library that is going to be built out more and more. Definitely come here for some valuable resources. Courses and content. This is our section for finding all different courses of any kind. We have quick links to our store and our monthly spotlights for different types of archetypes. For example, like Hygeia is the first one that we're starting with. Additional resources. We're going to be building out a section for thesis and project libraries. And then we have our community-led pages, which everyone is highly encouraged to start creating their own spaces and building these pieces out based off of really your own individual interests. Faculty pages, these are going to be highly used by new students as they come in. So those are what they call collections. Underneath every single collection are these pieces, and these are titled spaces within the platform. So as you kind of make yourself familiar to all these things, you're able to invite to specific spaces. You can share specific spaces by copying links. You can add these to your own checklist if there's other things that you want to create and make and manage your own custom checklist. You can do that. There are these different tabs that are in each space, and each one might be labeled a little bit differently. Each space might have a different type of tab. They're totally customizable, so depending on who is managing each space, um, the space might look a little bit different. For example, the tabs on somebody's individual faculty page might include their own events and about section. Maybe there's mini tutorials or things like that. Um, so the main takeaway is that all of the tabs are customizable and they are unique. So there's a lot of exploration to be had. That is the left side panel. As we zoom out a little bit to thinking about managing your specific admin materials for your network, you can access all of those in the top right corner. So we have an invite link if you want to easily copy and paste an invite link and send it to a friend. You're able to do that up here. You have a quick chat access as well. You have notifications. Well, you're able to create or manage your desktop notifications through here. If you click the gear up in the notifications area for notification settings, this is it gets really specific into the exact notifications that you want. If you find that you're getting too many, or maybe there's one that you want to focus on. For example, I find this one really helpful for live stream events that go live and then you get an automated email noting that a live stream is starting in 10, 15 minutes or half hour. I find that really useful. So lots of customization. And then under your individual account bubble, you're able to manage your profile, personal settings, plans and purchases, saved posts, drafts, scheduled posts, live stream recordings. You can quickly access those through here. Another help center button, and then admin specific button as well. All right, so that is a basic rundown of the navigation of the Mighty Network. It's pretty straightforward and intuitive. I hope that everyone else finds it to be that way as well. Thank you.